Good morning, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to do a quick tour of our camper before we head out. I've been asked by many people to see the inside, and honestly, with work, I haven't had time. So I figured now is the best time while the camper is ready to be packed up and stored away. For those of you who do not know, we are leaving California this weekend and going to Hawaii. We will have an Airbnb style house there, so we will not be using our camper. So it is going to be almost winterized and put into storage here in California for us to return at an unknown date. So real quick, we're going to start on the outside. We do have 3 slides on our camper. The far left is our master bedroom. The middle left is a reclining sofa, love seat. The middle right is the dining table, and the far right is Colby's bunk room. I'm going to pan out over here and show you kind of the campground real quick. We have some really pretty mountain views over there. Pretty mountain, they're not mountains, hills over here. And then behind us, you can see more of the hills. Campground's pretty quiet for the most part. I haven't had any problem sleeping on night shift for the last 2.5 months, so it's been great as far as sleeping goes. There's pros and cons to every campground, but this one's treated us fairly nice. This morning I did some laundry. I'm waiting on Brad and Colby to get here from LA and pick up all of our luggage for Hawaii. So you're going to see some storage stuff on the outside, but when they get here, Brad will help me clean up. So this is our outdoor kitchen. Here we have a refrigerator. We store our air fryer and our crock pot out here. And then we do have a griddle. It is a propane griddle that pulls out. I'm a little short to use this. Brad does a lot of the cooking since I work. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of cooking, but for me it's a little tall, so I end up having to use a stool out here. And I probably need 2 hands to put it back, so we'll just leave it out there. And then we have some storage and a little sink, and then storage up here where we typically put spices, but we've got some other stuff stored since we are leaving the camper today. Everything shifts around. I ended up moving our spices down here, which is actually easier for me anyway. And then a pretty good sized outdoor fridge. It has 4 shelves as well as the beverage slide. And we keep a lot of drinks out here just because it's hot where we are. Some days it's as high as like 110. No humidity though. We do have a little fire bowl that we put citronella fluid in to help keep the bugs away. Plenty of bug spray. There are lots of bugs out here. Mosquitoes are not as bad as Ohio though. While we are stationary, we do store things under the trailer. Those airtight containers from Home Depot have been great, but I've got a lot of them pulled out because they're going to go inside the camper. So on the outside, this side, we do have a leash link for the dogs. That has been amazing. I am so glad that we have that. This campground is very pet friendly, but with them being away from home, they are always leashed unless we are at the dog park or in a fenced area. So we just hook them up there while we cook at the outdoor kitchen. It works really nice. And then we do have cable hookup. This campground does not offer cable, but many do. And then over here we have pass-through storage. This is our solo stove we ended up getting because the campground charges $10 a day for a fire pit, which I think is absurd. So we just spent the money on a solo stove that can travel with us and actually have like an investment. So this storage goes through to our master closet, and I will show you that once we get inside. The camper, I will back up here, sorry, has a really pretty awning, outdoor speakers, and then really cool LED lighting that is multifunctional. It really reminds me of the trendy rope lighting right now. It flashes and strobes and changes colors, so that's pretty fun. All right, so we're gonna head inside. Sorry if it's bumpy. These stairs will fold up, of course, for us to travel. We did upgrade our lock system with Colby in and out, going to the pool. It was just not functional to have a key system, so we upgraded to the touchpad. We just installed ourselves, so that has been awesome. And welcome to our camper. So when we walk in from the stairs, we walk directly into the living room. We'll start here. We did upgrade the TV. It looks enormous where I'm standing, but it is, I believe, a 50, somewhere close to that. We have an LED fireplace that does heat. It's an electric fireplace. We had this exact fireplace in our house, so that's fun. We have surround speakers here, which is cool because it does hook up to any aux device. So Brad had us wired into the Alexa to listen to music through the whole camper. And then we've got storage at the bottom, storage on the left, and then storage on the top. Really pretty entertainment center. Panning over, this is our trash can we did bring from home. We got it at Costco. It is amazing for the dogs, highly recommend. I think we spent like $50 on it, but I wanted to mention it because it's the one that you wave over and the dogs can't get in the trash and neither can the bugs. So that's a great upgrade. Our sink. On the left cabinetry, we keep all of our knives and spoons, forks, miscellaneous kitchen items. And then on the right, we have our cleaning supplies. And this cabinet goes through to the right for shoe storage as well at the door, which I'll show you here in a second. So we do have a big double sink. I love that we have the pull down faucet. That is definitely something I'm grateful for. This covers the double sink. I keep our hand soap in there obviously, but it's great for additional counter space when we are cooking. Brad does most of the cooking outside, but occasionally we'll chop in here and prepare. We bought an ice maker because we had one in our house and I thought that would be, sorry, I'm scratching bug bites. That would be a nice upgrade, especially because it is so hot here. So we spent like $100 on that. We have storage up there. We keep Ziploc baggies and hand towels and washcloths. We have a little microwave and a small stove, which has worked just fine. The microwave reminds me of like a dorm style microwave, but it heats very evenly, so that's good. And then in the stove, we really just keep cutting boards. We've used it once, maybe. And then it's not a residential size refrigerator, but it is a good size. So fridge and freezer combo. It locks for when we are traveling, but it does hold a lot more than what we need. Between this fridge and outside, we have no storage problem at all. Same for the freezer. It's a big bag of ice, but it does hold a good amount, despite looking pretty small. So, sorry that I'm moving quick. The couch does lay flat into a bed. It is somewhere between like a full size and a queen. It's an interesting shape. We have push button lights throughout the RV, which are really nice at night. And then our dining table with storage underneath. We keep our pots and pans and other cookware, blenders under there. Our pantry is a decent size for a travel trailer. I just kind of cleaned it out so everything is like shelf stable for storage. But we do use the OXO containers. You can get them at Target or Costco that are airtight. So those are really nice. And then in here we keep cups and measuring bowls and Pyrex for my lunch for work. We typically drink out of Yetis in covered containers because bugs, but also because I love them. If you know me, I love cups. We have a Waggle. A Waggle is an inside thermometer that is hooked up to the Verizon system and will notify us when the house is too hot, the trailer. If the dogs are here alone, we need to keep a good eye on the temperature. We do have 2 air conditioning systems and they work pretty well, but with it getting 110, even the best air conditioner only keeps you about 20 degrees colder. So we watch the temperature in the house. And then this was a big upgrade that I love. I'm so glad we bought this. This is not something that I wanted to buy, but I'm glad that Brad talked me into it. We do have a Primo water system. It is not the fancy Keurig one. I saw one that you can actually like do K-cups with, and that's pretty cool. But it's just a basic hot, cold, and then like tepid water, which is really nice. And then this is our bathroom. We have like a vestibule shower. Honestly, when I first started this 2 months ago living here, I thought for sure the shower was going to be a deal breaker for me. It is so small, it's hard to shave. The boys love it, it's fine for them. We're going to leave this stuff here. Maybe at some point we'll upgrade the shower head, but it works just fine. And then we have storage here. Thank you, TikTok, for teaching me how to fold towels. We keep toilet paper and different toiletries in here. And then we do have a mirrored vanity that is empty because all of our items are going with us to Hawaii. So, nothing fancy in here. Here is the small camper toilet. Everybody loves camper toilets. Just kidding. They're pretty terrible. We do not go number 2 in our camper, especially because it's 115 degrees. That would be very stinky. So, Colby's room. Colby has what appears to be a nugget for adults. It folds in half. So there are 2 twin beds on this nugget, and they can come out. He can drag them out to the living room if he wanted to watch a movie with us, or if we needed the extra storage space, we could just use like half the couch. Also, the side arms go to the back if he wants back support. It's really nice, especially for him with gaming. We use this plastic storage container for his dresser now, but that might change in the future. We will move it when we bring the slides in. And then he has a monitor he brought from home using as a TV, but his PlayStation is typically hooked up here. It's packed away for Hawaii. Colby has Betty's bedding that zips up. That is really easy to make his bed, which can be complicated with a bunk. He was very adamant that he needed the bunk with a ladder, so we have that. I like that he has the blackout curtains up here. He sleeps all day. And then up here we just have storage for now, especially because we will be leaving. We've got extra pillows and blankets. This is a pile of Colby's clothes that he's outgrown, and then I have to figure out how we are going to transport all of his homeschooling books with us to Hawaii. They are very heavy. And then we do have a, what I call like the homeschool cart. It's like an art cart. We can roll it out to the living room if we need to do whatever activity we are doing. So that's nice. And then of course he has 2 push button lights here, and both bunks have blackout curtains and a window. So we are going to come back out to the living room. This video is extremely long, way longer than I thought it would be. Let's finish up. We do have, typically on all the windows we keep them insulated because 1, I work night shift and the sun is my enemy, and 2, it does get really hot, so we've got that. We do have Starlink internet. That is the Elon Musk internet. It has a satellite up on our camper. We kind of spent an arm and leg on that, but honestly it was completely worth it. We could take it to Hawaii if we wanted to, but I think we're gonna leave it here. The campground does have Wi-Fi, but it's pretty terrible, and that's the case for most campgrounds. So I installed some key hooks here and a fly swatter. I don't do bugs. And then this is our master. We do have a queen bed. We have the Bettys as well. I don't really feel like it's necessary. It was probably a splurge we could have not done, but we have 2 push button lights. Those are really nice. We have storage above. I keep books there, and then Brad keeps his hats on his side. Our entire bed is storage, so it does come, lifts up. That is a 2-person job. It is extremely heavy. We use over the door shoe hangers for organization. Typically I keep like my blow dryer, my styling products, lotions, all that stuff there, so that way I can quickly get ready for work. And then the mirror doors are our closet. Behind this door on the right is actually a laundry closet. We do have washer dryer hookup. We do not have a washer dryer right now because our campground does have reliable washer dryers. And honestly, we need the storage. So I will show you what that looks like here in a second. But we also have another hang down organizer on the back of this door for miscellaneous items like lighters, cleaning supplies, whatever we throw in there. We have, I think, a 30-inch TV. And then Bradley uses the Xbox to stream everything. And we can watch movies in here, of course. And then each side of the bed has little end tables, which are about useless because everything gets knocked off of them. But I will show you. I have the windows open so I can make sure nobody touches my luggage too. Not that anybody's here, but. Okay, closet, storage closet. We use a Crosswave to mop and a Shark cordless to vacuum. They are fabulous. Colby's Dyson fan is in here. He typically has that in his room, but since we are leaving today, everything's kind of stored up. Okay, and then our master closet. I feel like it is so much larger than I ever expected. We use these bins from Target. They work great. These bins, and again, it's kind of misorganized just because everything's moved around for us leaving, but these bins are huge. And look, they go all the way back. So we have plenty of storage. No issue with clothing. I even have like a hang down shoe organizer over on my side. And we can get like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5 in the middle, 4 or 5 in the bottom. But it's a very large area. And I believe that is all I have to show you. If you guys have any camping questions, travel trailer questions, let me know. We did buy our camper to travel for my job. We bought it new in Indianapolis in May, and we paid $46,000 out of pocket. I believe it is, I don't know how many feet, 32, 34, somewhere in that range. I think this setup is perfect for Colby, Brad, and I love having the doors so I can sleep. Colby also has a door that slides out. It's a pocket door, so I just slide it out. Most of the time it's open because it helps cool the entire camper evenly. But if you guys have any questions, let us know. I have definitely adjusted to the camper life, but I am extremely excited to get to an actual brick and stone house. And we will show you guys what that's like when we get to Hawaii this weekend. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.